Lighting. In these video presentations, I've briefly touched on the main subjects of video movie making. One thing is apparent, and that is the differences between making movies in the real world, and movie making in the virtual world of ESO. Rather than indulge in a blow-for-blow critique of these two worlds, I have concentrated on the things that we can control rather than those that we cannot. So when dealing with the subject of lighting, I will say that although through ESO, our control is limited, it is however more than enough to make our housing showcases come to life. The more you become familiar with your movie making software, the greater the possibilities. Light is important. In the real world, there is light direction, light quality, light intensity, contrast ratios, and high and low key lighting. In the digital world of ESO, you also have many different types of lighting that you can adjust and experiment with. We can achieve exciting results with our software as well. The main thing to remember is that you must light your point of interest first. Now I have talked about the insertion of actors to give your scene that human touch, but the real star of the show will always be the home. Therefore, lighting the home's features always gets priority over the background and other surroundings. Light changes the impact of your movie. When you mix the effect of lighting with sound effects, the improvement can be dramatic. We measure our lighting effects in two ways. The first is the intensity of the light and the second is color. Both are highly influential on the mood set by a scene. The brighter and more lit a scene, the more detail the viewer can see. This usually equates to feelings of happiness, interest and high energy. A dark scene usually equates to feelings of foreboding, depression or mystery. However, these are merely guidelines and not strict rules, and light can be used to change many things in a scene. The main thing to avoid is strong backlighting, as this can cause your subject in the foreground to become a silhouette. Mind you, if this is what you are wanting to achieve, then use it. Experimentation can bring you interesting results. The same could be said for color. A lot of ESO housing items generate their own light, and this should be used to its maximum effect. These lights can, and should be moved about in the background to light a scene just as they do in the real world. Just as we plan our shots and movement through the house, so we should plan our lighting. At the black, grey-blue end of the spectrum, we have suggestions of an ill omen or dominating power, and on the white, yellow, red end, we have joy and flighty high energy. As a housing decorator, we can use these subtleties to our advantage. With our YouTube editor, we can manipulate this light to suit our needs, even after the shot has been taken. It is particularly useful when trying to achieve continuity between different scene color and intensity of light. As a side note, one handy little tip is the insertion of lighting flashes on cue. Whilst ESO supplies us with a wide range of weather patterns, it is difficult to get rain and thunder to appear on cue. The way we overcome this is with the insertion of a white screen in rapid succession. YouTube Movie Maker can make the white screen transparent so the intensity and length of your light bursts can be controlled. The closer the lightning, the shorter the time distance between the flashes and the rolling thunder. As for the rain, well, that is achieved by suggestion rather than actually seeing it. The suggestion comes from inserting the sound effect of rain. In the real world, lighting a set involves miles of cable, light stands, banks of lights, filters and all sorts of backlights, side lights, all aimed at achieving the perfect shot. We too should not stand on being tidy behind the camera. The important thing is to get the right result, and if this means having lights hanging unnaturally in the air, then so be it. Each shot is important, and if we have to dismantle some parts of the housing to achieve, well, we can always put it back in place after. This video is to just remind you of the importance of lighting, and it is up to you to try out different scenarios to find the one that suits you and your particular scene. Playing with light and color can reward you with amazing results. Well, that is it for the moment, and I'll see you in the final video of this series.